You know the journey, the ups and downs that life has. Sometimes you'll go in and you'll just be crushing it. You'll be tapping guys out. You'll just be in a really good flow. You feel like unstoppable. I'm the man. And then you'll have days where you come in where you're getting smashed and you're just not quite as fluid as you were even the day previous. However, even though you have these moments, these down periods, you continue to show up. I had this realization. It's not about what you get from life. It's about what you put into it. What's up? This is Aaron. In this video, what I want to talk to you about is an epiphany that I had recently. And it's about how most people in life, right? We live in a world where most people are conditioned to seek short-term gratification, right? This little instant validation. It's kind of like you ever go to a big city and you see these, you see homeless people running around. They're like, begging for money. They need a little, can I spare some change? Can you spare some change?
Spare some change? Leave me alone, I don't have any change. All right, God bless you, sir. Oh, now I feel bad. Here.
And most people are operating from this mindset that they need to get something from someone else in order to validate their own existence. And so just the other night, I had a good training session. As you know, I train jiu-jitsu. If you've been subscribed to my channel, I talk about it every now and then in these videos. And I had a really good sparring session. And I remember we were leaving. I was getting ready to head out, and I was in the locker room, and I was talking with one of my good buddies, Casey. And Casey's a brown belt. And if you don't know what brown belt is, it's like he's a high-ranking jiu-jitsu practitioner, okay? Brown belt, and then black belt is right after brown belt. So, black belt, that's mastery. And so he's holding his brown belt, and he's like, you know what, man? He's like, Aaron, every time I look at this belt, I always think now that I'm so close to being a black belt. I don't know when. I don't really even care when, he goes on to say. But having this realization that I'm about to be a black belt, it's so close. This makes me realize that when you're a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're a black belt in anything that you do. I'm like, he goes on to say, he's like, if you're a Brazilian black belt and you go fishing, you are a black belt in fishing. And I go, well, that's interesting. What do you mean by that? And what he says is, in jiu-jitsu, when you're training and you put in the journey, the ups and downs that life has, right? Sometimes you'll go in and you'll just be crushing it. You'll be tapping guys out. You'll just be in a really good flow. You feel like unstoppable. I'm the man. And then you'll have days where you come in where you're getting smashed and you're just not quite as fluid as you were even the day previous. But however, even though you have these moments, these down periods, you continue to show up. And in life, if there's anything that you can learn from, it's staying consistent. And even though that you're getting smashed, you still come back and show up and you do better as you go on. And we continue to talk, and I had this realization that it's not about what you get from life. It's about what you put into it. Even say money, for example, right? Money itself is just this little piece of fabric, right? This little linen fabric. It has no value on its own. But what you do with that money, how you invest that money, is what gives it value, right? And so when you're going through your life, having the mindset of, I don't need to get anything. I don't need to win. It's not about winning. It's about what you put into it. Are you willing to lose? It's if you're not willing to lose, you'll never win. Flat out, right? Or the wins that you do have are very small, right? And they're not very fulfilling, right? Because you're not putting anything into it. Relationships, friendships, same thing. It's what you're putting into the friendship that builds that friendship. That's what gives it meaning. So most people in life are living from this place of, I need something from someone else. I need this scarcity that I don't have enough, so I need to get something from the outside world. Instead of looking at life this way, what I want us to do is to live through life coming from a place of inspiration and passion. This passion and this inspiration is what's going to keep you, holding you accountable for yourself, because it's only coming from you. You can't blame anyone else for your misfortune. This is a very powerful lesson. And when I came to this realization, it was so clear to me that a lot of time that I've wasted trying to win or trying to be good at something, I was just I was just really spinning my wheels. And so now coming from a place of inspiration and passion and going, I have everything that I need. I just need to stay on the path. Most people give up. And it's unfortunate, that's why you have the 1%, right? There's 99% of people live lives that are unfulfilled. And this is not about money or, being rich or whatever. This is about, you've heard the quote before. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. But are you living a fulfilled life? A life that is driven by inspiration and passion and fulfillment, and spiritually, physically, mentally. So if I could leave you with one thing in this video, it would be to live your life knowing that you already are enough, and that even when the odds are against you, when things seem to be going against you and you're not getting what you want in the moment right then, remember that consistency is king. You will eventually get to where you want to be as long as you stay focused. And remember that you are who you are. And there's no need for you to change yourself to get any sort of small win, right? To get a small gratification, these little highs. And you can live a fulfilling life if you do this. Until next time.